Hi and welcome, I'm Rebecca. Today we will be going through some hamstring stretches. So you'll be needing a blanket, maybe 2 blocks if you have blocks. If not, you can use books or something about this size. Okay, so we're going to go into our first pose of the practice, which will be a forward fold, Uttanasana. You're going to place your feet at hip-width distance, or even wider to start off with, and you're going to fold forward. And I'd like to see you bend your knees quite a bit. Allow your tummy to line your thighs, and we do this because we don't want to have super straight legs and the rounding of the spine. So we're looking for length through the spine, and we want to really target the hamstring, so you have to bend the knees quite a bit. Grab opposite elbows, hang heavy, and sway gently side to side. Release the head, let it be heavy here. Finding a really nice and long spine. Every vertebrae gets to loosen up towards the floor. Getting nice and loose here. You can also place your hands to the floor or blocks if that feels better for you. Now what I like to do in my forward fold, my Uttanasana, I like to actually start bending every other knee. So you're just going to pedal it out, just walk it out basically. I like to use the breath. And after a while you're walking it out, you'll feel that it actually starts to soften, that the muscles are starting to loosen up, and maybe you feel like you can go a little deeper, and maybe start to straighten out the legs more in your fold. So next we're going to come into first a low lunge. So we can start with our right foot forward, left foot goes back. If you have any issues with your knee, you can place a blanket underneath your left knee. And we're actually going to come straight into half splits. So Ardha Hanumanasana, and you can actually use blocks here if you need to. So you're just going to work the hips back first. And you want to try to keep the knee in line with the hip. So just stack the hip over the knee. You can grab your blocks, use whatever side you need to support up your arms, support your body up. If you don't want blocks, place them to the side. So hands come to the floor or blocks. And we're actually going to have a pretty active stretch here. So you're going to start to flex the toes and activate. So you want the kneecap to pop up into the thigh. You want to really press the heel through the floor. So you're activating through the leg. Feels really intense. And if you can, start to walk your hands slightly forward and see if you can start to fold. Now you're just going to find that long spine as you did in the forward fold. So we don't really want to stay up here and curl up. We want to try to shine our heart forward towards our foot and actually maybe try to aim our forehead towards our big toe as much as you can. And again, using the breath to find softness. Good. And then we're actually going to go straight into the other side. So I like to bring my hands to the inside of the foot and just circle it back. All right, you're going to feel really uneven right now. So we're going to go straight over to the left side. So left foot goes forward, low lunge first. Again, support up your knee if you have any issues there. And again, start to move the hips backwards, supporting yourself up with blocks or use the floor. And again, stack the hip over the knee. And you can start to activate through the leg. So really flexing the toes and pressing the heel through the floor. You want to kick it through and slowly start to fold. So finding your breath, allowing your head to hang heavy, focusing on the area that's being stretched right now. So you're going to feel it real bad in the hamstring, especially if you haven't really warmed up much or at all. Good, you can stay here about 4 to 5 breaths. Or however long you have. You might have a couple minutes to spare. You can stay as long as feels good. Okay, help yourself back up. Hands to the inside of your left foot, and again, just circle your foot back. All right, you're gonna come on down onto your bootay and have a blanket for this one. So we're gonna start off by stretching our feet forward. And the first thing that happens here, we're gonna go into Paschimottanasana, or a seated forward fold, is the sense of that rounding of the spine. So just like standing, we don't want that sensation to happen. We don't want the rounding of the shoulders, rounding of the spine. And to do this, we have to find that length first. So you can either just grab your glutes and kind of scooch them underneath, or you can grab a blanket and place it underneath you to support up the pelvis. Straighten the legs out, and if you have issues with your knees or really tight hamstrings, place your feet to the floor and you can fold from here. So we're going to inhale, arms go up, and exhale, fold. Now, same thing here. We want to try to shine our heart forward towards our feet and aim our forehead towards our big toes as much as you can. And you can place your hands to your thighs, your shins, your feet, or the floor. It doesn't really matter. Try to just melt towards the floor, and again, breathe. Use your breath here. So you can stay here for a few minutes, have more of a yin type of practice, or just stay for, I don't know, 5 to 10 breaths, depending on how you feel today. So breathing to the backs of the thighs, and exhaling, finding softness through the spine. Maybe close the eyes. Take yourself within on an inward journey. And slowly place your hands to the floor. Support yourself back up to a nice straight spine. So from your Paschimottanasana, your seated forward fold, we're going to go straight into half a Gomukhasana, so half a cow face pose. And you're going to bring your left foot in, and you're going to bring it over the right leg. Stack the knees as much as you can, and your foot goes out to the side. Support up your ankle if you have any issues here. We're going to inhale, find length, and exhale, fold. And you can allow your head maybe to come to the knee, maybe use a block under your forehead, or maybe you're up here. So start to work length through the spine, again, working towards the right foot, the right big toe, and using the breath to, soothe into the pose. So inhaling and exhaling, finding softness, melting down. You can stay here for a couple of minutes, or maybe 10 breaths, depending on how you feel. Slowly come up out of the pose. Grab the leg, help it forward, shake it out, and go for the opposite side. So right foot in, bring it over the left foot. Again, stack the knees as much as you can, foot out to the side, support up the ankle. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Good, so same thing here, use the breath as your tool to help you come deeper into this posture. Stay as long as you did on the opposite side. Slowly help yourself back up and release the leg forward, shake it out. So I hope you like this tutorial on hamstring stretches. Remember, if you have any issues with the knees or any tension or compression anywhere, just soothe out and give your body time to be able to soothe in to the pose. If you have any questions, just write me a comment. If there's anything else you'd like me to go through, I'll be glad to go through it for you. I hope you like this, and remember, you can practice this a couple times a week, or maybe a couple minutes every evening, up to you. Namaste.